Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I am glad you are here. So today we have the very first finished pattern reveal for the great module Sewalong. So our first top was due today. The due date is mostly for Whitney and I, because as long as you have your 6 new pieces for your module by the deadline, you're good. So you maybe don't have anything done this week, but by next week you have 3 pieces done, whatever, however it fits in. I am filming on Monday night because I did not finish my first top, until Sunday night at about 10 o'clock. And so I don't think I've ever filmed on a school night before, and there's a reason why. I'm so tired, you guys. So we'll just see how this turns out. I mean, working all day and then trying to come home and film a YouTube video is not really something that I would typically do. Anyway, my first top was the Cashmerette Appleton Top Hack. Okay, here it is. It's completely finished. Spoiler alert, I love it. However, it was a job getting to this, you guys. So over a year ago, I decided to make the Appleton Top Hack. I printed out the new tie piece. These tie pieces are different from the dress. They're wider and they end in the little point. I like these tie pieces much better than the ones that come with the dress. And if I were to ever make the dress again, I would use these tie pieces instead because I really like them. And I had all the pieces from my Appleton pattern, and I cut them off where I wanted them. I cut them much longer than Jenny did. She recommends that you cut it at the hip notch, which is way too short for me. She likes a top much shorter than I do. And so I cut it off longer than that, and I cut everything out, and I tried to figure out how to put it all together, and I realized at some point, and I never could find my pattern envelope or my instructions. So I still haven't finished with my room, so they could be in there somewhere, I'm assuming. I don't know where they would have gone otherwise. But I couldn't quite figure out how to get the neckband together. So, and on the Cashmerette website, they skip, it says that it's going to take you to the construct the neckband day of the sew along, but it doesn't. It skips that and takes you straight to the put the ties into the neckband part. So the construction of all of this part, the neckband here, and all of that it's not on the sew along. So I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I put out a call on Instagram, and a nice person told me to sew I asked, should I be sewing the convex or the concave together? Because for those of you who have a really easy time visualizing what things are going to look like in the future and what you should do to them now in order to get them to turn into something else, I'm very weak with my spatial reasoning. And so that's one of the reasons why I think sewing is so good for me, because it does help me with my spatial reasoning. And but anyway, I couldn't figure that out, and she told me you sew the convex one, concave one, so the inside curve first and blah blah blah. So I got that, and then I found a tutorial about the whole neck band from Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles, and that's what really saved my bacon. And I was able to get the whole thing constructed from there, and then I went back and just followed the routine of everything else that you do to finish this top. This was one of those things that fought me tooth and nail. Every single time I went in there to sew, I felt like something was going wrong. I had only cut 2 ties. You're supposed to cut 4. I had to get my fabric back out for that. I had only cut the left neckband, the right one, and the pattern piece for the right one was nowhere to be found. So I went up to my closet and I got one of my Appleton dresses out, and my husband and I measured the right neckband of that, and then I just folded the left neckband piece up, you know, to an approximate size that I thought that it would be if I actually had it. And that is how I cut out the piece for the right neckband. I got it finished last night at about 10 o'clock. And that is why I'm filming on a Monday night after school, because I need to get this video done because it's supposed to be up on Tuesday. So got it all together. I think that I made the neckband a little too short. It's a little wavy right there. A little wavy, but you can't really tell. I really had to stretch the dickens out of that neckband to get it in there. And so it has cuffs on the sleeves, which I love. The cuff starts here. I used my cover stitch machine again on both the wrap part and the hem. And it's pretty close to perfect now that it's finally finished. I have to say, this was not a pleasure to sew not because of the pattern. Cashmerette patterns are great, but because of me losing the pattern pieces, losing the envelope, losing the instructions, having to go begging on the internet for someone to tell me what to do, finally researching and finding Karina's video, blah, blah, blah. Got it together and I love it. It is so cute on, you guys. I like the Appleton top better than I like the Appleton dress. I made a straight size 20. The reason why I made a size 20 is because I want a little room in there. The modern fit of Jenny's knit patterns is too tight for me. I don't wear skin tight clothes. And so I always have to go up a size when I'm working with her knits. Not always. I didn't go up a size on this, I guess. But a lot of the times, I know for a fact that the Appleton is too tight on me. Like this Tobin sweater is a size 18, and it's plenty roomy. And the Appleton, this is a size 20, and it is more form-fitting in a size 20 than this is in a size 18. But I love this. It is so cute, and it's so pretty on. I love the length that I lengthened it to, and I love the big, juicy feminine bow that you get from these wider straps. And so I would highly recommend the Appleton top, and I like it more than the dress. The Appleton dress, I've made 3 of them, but they are a little bodycon for me, and I'm always feeling a little nervous, you know, making sure that I have Spanx and a slip and all that, and then making sure that I have something across the bust because it does show cleavage. And, you know, I work in a middle school and I try to keep things, you know, as under wraps as possible. And so, but this top, oh, the other thing I did, there's one front piece, and for the left side, you cut, it's about this much wider. And for the right side, you fold that tissue sheet back and cut your right side out. I cut 2 left sides for my Appleton, and that provides me more coverage going across. And so that's that. and I love it. I absolutely love the top. I'm not going to model it for you tonight. I probably should, but I'm tired, and I will model everything at the end on, I'll do a fashion show of the whole module coming together, but I have continued to enjoy seeing everything that you guys are doing on Instagram. I love seeing all of your plans. I love seeing all of you. So many of you are finished with your first and second topper already. That's fantastic. If you are not, please don't panic, okay? We're doing this for fun. This is sewing. It's do it for yourself. Don't do it for prizes or anything like that. Just do it because it's fun. And I think that so many people are now looking at their fabric stash and the way that they sew in a more organized, thoughtful manner. And that really makes sense. And so I am thrilled to be a part of this challenge, and I hope that you are having a good time with it. I will be back with you next Tuesday for the next my next topper, which is the Christine Johnson pattern swing shirt number 505. I read over the directions of this last night, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty quick make. So that's what I'll be showing you next Tuesday, I hope. And I hope that it goes much smoother than this did. She was feisty, but worth it. Have a great day.